Ma'am, you're supposed to let me sit. Baby, when you're all set, can you bring me my water? Honey? Hello, everybody. I'm being trapped by a cat. Athena, we need to come to an agreement here. Ma'am, I'm going to shove you in my shirt, okay? Will you accept that? Good. Get in there. Nope, no fight. Ah! Because she's going to want to sit. There we go. Got her in there. Yeah, she don't want to stay in. Bitch, it doesn't mean get up there. Bitch, do not touch my keyboards. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Hello. I realized. So last week, a lot of back and forth was happening. And Mooney messaged, she's like, you're not going to stream this week? And it didn't even occur to me. It didn't occur that you guys all left off on a bit of a dramatic note. Like, the last time you all heard from me, did you put the ice in, love?
No.
Can you put the ice in? My throat would get so warm. Please. I love you. You're so handsome. You shine at the Nubian sun. And, so, you guys all, the last time you heard me, I was a bit miffed. I was a little upsetty spaghetti. There was some shit going down. Okay. So, I have since gotten the car fixed. By the grace of God, I got that done. I now have a loan I can't afford. Couple of things have happened. And I joked about it. You guys agreed, but it has come to pass. Which will be at much to the chagrin of my family and friends. The adopter for the kittens has backed out because his dad's girlfriend, the one I told you all about, has continued to harass the house, attack it, and she's even taken a steamer on the porch. So she is putting the kittens at risk. They do not want to bring her back in because the dad won't stop dating her. The stuff that happened at my job, I went and I got the loan for the car, got the cars repaired. Thank you, baby. You're so wonderful. Thank you so much. I love you. That little clack of ice is just one of the best things. Okay, so Emo, did you not watch my last? Guys, there's so much. There's so much going on with your girl. So I now have to keep these kittens because it is just, you sounded like you needed a pumpkin spice latte. We're happy that the car is working. Also, what's up with the girlfriend? I don't know. She's a psychopath. She is a psychopath. I don't think I was present for the last stream. Give me a crash course. Crash course was, I got a call right before stream of my job. Hi, Moon! Of my job telling me that I was so abysmal in my sales. I was so horrible. I was so bad. I was doing such a bad job that I had to, after explaining to them the week before that my car was not okay and could not make it to Charlotte, they said I absolutely had to, under all circumstances, make it to Charlotte for a training meeting where they were going to help fix my sales. Now, mind you guys, problem is that I was busting budget. And what that means is I made enough sales to break what the quota was for the day, the budget of what we're supposed to sell. And I was doing it pretty consistently. During the height of our sales, which was during 4th of July, we were quiet. Do you see this? All right, ready? This. I sketched this. I sketched this. I sketched all of these. I sketched this, and this. Not this. All while at work. Actually, no, this is one I sketched at work as well. This is how dead it's been. No customers have walked in my store. I was able to sketch. Let's count it, kids. Let's count. Mind you, all these ones colored, also colored at work. So let's count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, I'm sorry, 18, 19 pieces have been drawn at work. 19 pieces, okay? This is how dead it's been. I was able to draw 19 pieces. Okay? So I want you to absorb that. And able to color 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Now, you have all watched me draw for the last how many years? You know that had to be an extraordinary amount of time. And at least sitting 5 to 6 hours with no people. Okay? And a majority of those were drawn in 1 week because it was that dead. But it was my fault. My fault. Okay? So let's start with that. But here's the best part. They had asked me last minute. Actually, no, they didn't ask me. They told me I was going to have to work in Charlotte the next day after I was expecting to work in my town. Okay? When, because he said even more, mind you, after all this. When the next day came and my numbers were updated, I'm second in the fucking district for percent to budget. I'm 199% to budget. Okay? I ranked top again in the top 3 for adjustables attachment. That means that I was attaching more than almost everyone else in the district. My return rate was 0. So all the things they were claiming didn't work out, weren't true. And they told me I had to take a write-up. And when I got to the mechanic shop, okay, and I told my boss, she contacted my then interim boss. He said, well, she made a commitment to traveling to work. Yes, within my town, I have that commitment. I am here. I go to work. I did not make a commitment last minute to drive an hour away. Well, I didn't want my boss to say anything, but she did. She told the manager that because of this, it was the final straw. I was putting in my resignation early, which is not a lie. My other boss, which you guys don't know about, I said it on one of my posts on Instagram, 2 restaurants are opening up. 2, not just 1, but 2. And I will be put in charge of one of them. Okay? So I am not going to have to work for corporate much longer. So Ark, if you're a visit again, just saying. They are very demanding of my time. But Captain Fluffy Paws, when I tell you, my darling, it gets so much better. Oh, there's just new developments that happen. So we got a new district manager. Okay? We got a new district manager. She just got hired in the middle of all this happening to me. Okay? And I laid out, because I told you guys like how I had people calling me and saying all these different things and complaining and people who have no right. What kind of work do you do? I'm new here. I'm sorry. I do commission sales for a large corporate company. When I'm no longer with them, I'll be comfortable saying the name again because I whatchamacallit, won't be there anymore. But I take on the stores that, one, where I live is very far in terms of the center of our company. There's less stores out here and there are less customers. We have a much more rural customer base and we have a much more what's the word I'm looking for? Financially poor customer base. People come here, they buy their product and they're not going to need it for a long time. Unless they get a new member of the family kind of situation. Okay? Or they get a new house, something like that. Okay. So I take on the store because here's the thing. If anyone has worked commission sales, there is a standard you have to follow. And a lot of people don't like doing their draw. If you don't know what a draw is, it's the standard hourly wage you get to meet your basic needs. You're supposed to sell so that way you get the better checks. But if you can't do that, you at least get your basic hourly wage, which is not a lot. It's less than $11, okay? But I can survive on that, one, because I have you guys, so I get a little bit of money every month from that. On top of that, I have my husband. So when Starman makes money, as long as I supplement the gaps in between, we're great, okay? We are great. I noticed the thing always goes down, people look for it, so I'm going to open it up so you guys can see what I've colored, but I'll get there. So I take on the stores where you're not going to see a lot of commission, and I happily do it. Partially because of where I live. I happen to live in the exact town those stores are in. Now, on top of that, I know for a fact that other associates would absolutely flip their lid if they had to work that store every day. If they had the amount of downtime that I clearly had in that store, they would be livid. They would not be motivated. They would not sell like I do. They would complain. They would demand to get moved. I don't. I happily march in there and I do my work. I do it every day. When a customer walks in, I get my fat ass up, I march my way over there, and I greet them like I've seen 10 guests that day and I'm ready to have another. I give them the best service you will find. How I know, there's one thing about me, I've got fantastic customer service and I got the rewards to back it up. I go above and beyond for my customers and I make sure that they are satisfied. And I know for a fact that the other people in my job won't do that because I've been in the meetings when they bitch about not getting enough sales or potentially someone stealing their sale or whatever, what have you. I don't give a fuck about any of that. All I care about is the integrity of our products and that our customer is happy. And I'm getting my minimum monthly check. I get that. I'm happy. Well, I come to find out some lovely things, guys. Some lovely things. I never had to go to Charlotte in the first place, ever. If you all remember, back when I first started this job again, I was going to Charlotte several times a week, which is what put my car in the position that it's in the first place. And I find out, due to my extensive experience in the industry, and I returned to this company, I did not have to go through the new hire training at all. Not even a little bit. I could have started right back up, right where I left off. So that's the first ding. When I told them that I was having car troubles and I needed help, mind you, this new district manager, she pulled my write-up. She got rid of it. She said, no, we're not writing Cassandra up. She told you she couldn't go. Because I found out there's an associate in Concord who never has to go to a meeting. Who wants to guess why? He never has to go to a meeting, never has to go to a different store. Do you guys want to know why? Do you want to know why? Because he doesn't have a car at all. He doesn't have a car at all. He lives 2 streets from the store. So they make exceptions for him. Oh, he's allowed to work at only that store. He doesn't have to go to any, which is exactly why I am in the clear. Happy birthday, Jamaria. So I find out all sorts of lovely things. Things I didn't have to go do, places I didn't have to go to, trips I didn't have to make, money I didn't have to blow. Because I spent hundreds on gas driving on I-77 to go to Charlotte. Because if you've ever seen I-77 on Charlotte, it's a fucking clusterfuck. It is ridiculous. I was informed that everything that I was informed about for my numbers and everything else, none of that should have even been even communicated to me by the people who communicated it. When I tell you guys, this entire thing was a clusterfuck of egos desperate to get their claws into me so they could mold me into something they wanted. They forget I'm a bitch with options. If I truly wanted to, I could just sink myself into this. I could bust out 4 videos a week, and I know with enough perseverance over a few months, I could make a decent check here. But it's very labor intensive. It is very time consuming. But I also have the restaurants, 2 of them now opening up. I've been getting calls from headhunters to join other companies. I could work from home. My dogs now sit in a crate all the time. I'm a bitch with options. I didn't get where I am not having options. I may not be rich, but let me tell you something. I always make sure that I get taken care of. I have family that backs me up. Be first to say it. And then again, now this is where I call upon you guys, and I want you to tell me what you want. You all told me in June, this is the next thing that happened. Again, going back to that guy with his girlfriend with the kitten. So I've resolved the whole thing with my job. I will not be here very long. I'll be out by the end of June. By the end of September. Okay? When I took on the kittens, I jokingly said to you all, if I can't get this guy to take them, I'm going to have to crowdfund for the vet bills. Well, now we all know I have to find a way to crowdfund for the vet bills. So who has suggestions? Because I don't know how to go about this. I have to come up with over 800, or it's $250 per kitten for the kitten packages. There he is. Hello, Drunken Bunny. See, I think you heard me summoning you almost. He tried to get me the connection on getting the kittens adopted. But you guys all told me it would be a thing. So what do I gotta do? Tell me what I got to do to crowdfund for it. Because it's 4 kittens. I've already got to find the money for the boys, but that's different. I've got to make sure these kittens are fixed relatively soon. So tell me what I got to do to crowdfund to get all of these guys their kitten packages before a little girl gets pregnant. Because I got 2 girls and 2 boys, and I got to make sure I get them all separated soon. But it's only a matter of time before something can go wrong. Now, obviously, I would put in some of the money. I'm not going to expect it all. But if I can put it in all, I'd be loving it. Yes. But we'll see. So you guys tell me. What do you think I should do? Should I do a GoFundMe? What should I do? The other option I have is trying to get another loan after getting this loan for the cars. But we'll see. There's just a bunch going on. Is it not? It is possible to fix the girls first, but the problem is that the wait list for the place is extremely long, and it costs me more. But put pictures of the kittens saying need $800 for these little fur balls. Any help appreciated? GoFundMe or something. That's my initial idea. I hope it's not too bland. I don't think my art would sell enough. That's the only thing. Yes, when it was the emergency commissions, it was different. But we saw how well that went with me sending them out. I had a very difficult time with that because of the cost involved. So it's like I have been thinking old costs for that. So I don't want to go the art route again. So I know people were suggesting I do like a 24-hour live stream with the kittens. It's in my bedroom, so I'm not totally cool with that. Maybe if I mute it and you guys can just watch them. I don't know. Because I want to try to get them at least all secured in the kitten package. Because the problem is, and I found this out with the boys, they tried to tell me it was more affordable to do it outside the kitten package now, but it's not. It's still not. It's still expensive. It's still pricey, especially with 4 of them at once. I've just never gone about this. I don't know how to do it. I'm not sure who to go to. Because I was expecting to only pay for 2 at the time. So that's the idea that I have. If anyone has an idea, I'm willing to take it. Also, I want to do a shout out to Linda and Moon. Both of you guys have bought shirts from me, and I really appreciate it. I hope you guys love them. 24-hour stream. No, honey, I don't look at my phone when I'm on stream. Not right now, honey. Not right now. You know how to bake? Maybe a temporary bake sale? I do, but the problem is that comes with a lot of... this is one thing I learned working with the restaurant in town. You have to have a lot of freaking whatchamacallits. You got to have a lot of permits, and it's ridiculous. I mean, on the one hand, I get it. Like, you know, you gotta worry about safety and everything else. But sadly, that comes with a lot of stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'll figure it out on my own. I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything that I can do. But the other question I have is, do we want to see me finish? Which I'm still triggered. I'm still so triggered over all this. Like, oh, it feels so rough and terrible. Do we want to see me finish this? Or do we want to see me marker color some of these? Because I did Aviana, I did red. If anyone comes with an idea, just send me a message on either Discord or Instagram. Let me know. I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe what I'll just have to do is pump out a couple of videos. Like, I have them in the pipeline, but with all this shit that's been going on with the job, sorry I couldn't help. That's all my sleep deprived brain could think of. It was adorable. Moon wants me to. All right, so we got marker is better than watercolor. Pluribus, I always fuck those up. I forget. Euro who's come today? That's awesome. All right, so I'm assuming we have it 1 for marker, 2. We got 3 for Trump. The vote's got to be at least 6 for Papa Don. Because then I got to get it all set up. Whereas the markers, I just put 4. With markers, no, it's already watercolored. No. Once the medium starts, the medium finishes that way. I'll probably do another image with marker, but this one's going to remain watercolor. No, I hate mixed media. I hate mixing them. It's something I hate the most. I know it's not. I love when other people do it. I can't do it. I don't like it. It bothers me. I get triggered. So I need 2 more votes for Trump, and then we're finishing the Trump painting. But I'll have to get everything all set up for it. Hello, Hunty. Hello. Now, where the hell is my cup? I have a little cup that's used for watercolor, and I'm really hoping what didn't happen, because this was sitting in it. Husband! Oh, never mind, I found it. Never mind, I lied. Never mind, love you. So handsome. Hello. Okay, we got 5. We need 1 more for Trump. We only have 2 for the markers. Technically 3. Pluribus is kind of like an in the middle. He wants the Trump drawing, but he wants it in marker. About time you stream. Shut up. Marker. Chris, you already voted for Trump. Finish Trump, mother. Hey, Red Sings the Blues. It's been a hot minute. We're voting on if I'm going to color something on this one of my OCs in marker, or if I'm going to finish the Trump watercolor. Maybe they'll give you royalties. That will never happen. That's a dream. We ain't doing that. I don't care. I'm just listening. Thank you, Frasier. So I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but my man finally texted me back. Ew, how dare you, emo. Yeah, Quiet Chris is kind of like in love with Red. It's cute. He's massively gay for him. I just turned so you could get up here, Penny. All right, shit, we're starting to get a... Yeah, but I'm on the channel almost at 10K. Yes! Beauteous, we love that. That's what we want to hear, my friend. I know, Mother, I apologize. Well, I'm going to have to demerit you for this email. And I will say this, guys. I got a lot of images. I just saw the other one of there's Diablo and Angel. Let's see. No, this one's going to be, all right, I'm not, he's so gay for him. I see you, look, you don't dye your hair. I can't, I'm in the corporate world. Also, it's expensive, dude. It's very expensive. But he's the only person I can tolerate in real life, so I have to pay attention to him sometimes. Ugh. How dare you like your man? Ugh. Who does that? I don't like my husband. I'm just, around him all the time. Penny, don't you dare. So this one is going to be, she's a new character. She's going to be in Guy and Red's universe. She is going to be in relation to kind of like, hello, Oberon Nix, hello. Shroomy from Discord, hello. If I've been showing your age, you pretty with the... Oh, let me tell you something. I've had zero problem. My mother hated my gray hair. Hated it. I started planning out a webcomic by writing shit out. Let's go! Yes! Though I got back to him kind of late because I missed it, so he might be kind of late. How dare he? How dare he? But thank you for that. My mother hated my gray hair for a while. I know I knew, but I'll be here for your stream. I broke my toe! Somewhat accident prone. Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. Like I was saying, if you choose marker, I've got a lot to color in. Because, this is just the 2 that I got started on. But I still have this other one of Aviana. I've got her dad, Diablo, which I'm starting to call D now because I feel Diablo's a little too on the nose. Then I've got this one of her mother, Angel, which I still find calling her Angel. Calling her A would just be stupid. Then this is Aviana Colored. This is her boyfriend, Reginald. This is the head of the Royal Guard. These are all the ones I drew. They're all in the same universe of my characters. Then there's Leo on his day off, relaxing. This is Aviana's brother, Vaim. This is Leo's sister. Because I remember we talked about it, guys, a few weeks ago. You wanted me to design Leo's siblings from the same batch when the homunculus were made. And so I was starting to get them designed. This is my soap designs. And then these are all, I told you guys I'm making some gift art from multiple artists. Well, you're stuck with me for a few more minutes, it seems. I've been showing my age, and listen, I'm almost 40. The best compliments I've been getting from customers lately, I don't know if you guys saw my short. One of the customers said I looked and acted just like Mona Lisa Vito from My Cousin Vinny. His wife was like, she's just like that lady in that movie you like. And I was like, what? And you get nervous. You're like, oh, that movie. What movie? Like, you get nervous. You're like, am I the villain? Am I acting like it? And then they said, you know, the one with the lady that knows all the cars and she's in court. And I was like, oh, thank you. Because she's like super hot. Yes, Edie, that's why I asked you. But you kept sending me everything else. And so it's like, I tried to surprise people, but people are really hard to surprise these days. I did surprise all these artists. So the first batch, they all got a big surprise. They were very happy about it. But since I did it, everyone else that's an artist friend of mine, you're eventually going to get some as well. So be prepared. And you know, then I got this one of me and Azrael, who's one of my oldest characters. So again, let's make a decision, kids. Am I doing the watercolor Trump or am I doing marker artwork? I got carded, then she didn't believe my ID, came back and I got a card a second time. I've been a lot of customers. You sent a lot of your OCs. After like a couple of days, and then I started getting more customers, so I wasn't able to draw. But like I was saying, I started reading Sasaki and Mayano's manga last night. Sup, dudes and dudes. Hello, Bubblyto. And I just squee every time I see Sasaki. I have so many screenshots. And I'm only 4 chapters in. Oh, that's cute. I don't know that manga, but that's cute. Or if I do, I don't realize it. Half the time I will binge read something or binge watch. Let me see. Hold on. You know what? Give me 2 seconds. Okay, Trump. I'm gonna settle this a lot easier. You guys are indecisive, so I'm gonna fix this real good. Like, hold on. It might get loud for a second. So I'm gonna have to get on there and mute it. No, what the hell did I do? Oh, you stupid whore. There we go. All right. Do live chat. Now we're going to set up a poll. Okay. Start a poll. That's a good question. Which should I color? Watercolor Trump. Marker OC. All right. The poll is going live. Choose your artwork. You gave me variety. You gave me too many options. Hey, Tony. How you doing? All right. Trump is starting to win, kids. We got some marker OC. Oh. 70-30. 73-27. We're going to give it to 117. Whoever wins by the time the poll hits 117, that's who we're going with. Oh, the shift is happening. 67-33. Who shall win? 69. Nice. 69-31. Okay, Trump won. I know he won. Oh, you mean... Got you. I got you. And we're hitting time frames. We get all the votes. Let me see. 14 votes, and it's essentially 14 people here. 71% to 29%. Let's see. Finally, the boy texts me back again. I shot the part from thee momentarily. How dare you? Hanging in there, friend. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. 117, 67%. Trump wins. Yeah, I know, 69. But Tony, I'm very sorry for that, honey. I've sadly been there a few times. Not exactly thrilled. Depending. Well, I don't really have enough for it, but I was thinking about doing a Q&A, but really don't have enough. Okay. So OCs go away for now. So I'm very excited. It's only a few weeks until I at least get a little bit of reprieve from all of this drama that I've been experiencing. Because as you guys know, I'm going to be visiting, whatchamacallit, I'm going to be visiting Horror Emirata. You guys, everyone's sent under prayer, Tony. He's been having a hard time. He's been having a hard go lately. Dude still keeps coming back strong. Very proud of him. Very proud of him. Because I know how hard that is. I know that can be a tough kick. On top of having maybe a hard time, plain and simple. Losing a friend is not easy. But, regrettably, as I've gotten older, I've started to come more to terms with it because it is also a part of getting older. It's a shitty part of getting older, but a part nonetheless. And that's something where, well, as you guys know, I talk about Brandon fairly often. Poor Sheep is going to be stuck with Emirata and Star. They're all excited to see me. I shall go and binge the new season of Umbrella Academy, my dearest boy. Do not mourn for me. I am disappointed. I'm disappointed, but not surprised, Emo. Okay? I see you don't ditch Gothics on her streams. Blessed be Tony. Yes. Yes, if you guys are Catholic or Christian, make sure to say a prayer, because I can tell you, I have been in these situations. It is not easy. It is very difficult. So, always offer your condolences and be there for people like that, because it's hard. It's very hard. It is extremely hard. Let's see. I gotta do this just right. There we go. That's correct. There we go. But that is something where I have been getting better at coming to terms with that kind of stuff. It's not easy. I'll be the first to say it. I'm disappointed that Umbrella Academy cast Elliot Page now because Vanya has to be trans because, well, it's like this whole thing. So you want to hear? Let's talk about something a little dumb we can all laugh at. Have you guys, you lost your little sister? Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Felt like losing a best friend. My best friend of 25 years was essentially my brother, so I agree. Because I have an actual blood brother, and I will tell you right now, I would feel identical if I lost him. Because it's just, somebody you've had your whole life. You loved them. You hung out with them. You experienced so much with them. It's very difficult to suddenly have to just no longer be that. It's hard. It is hard. What I was going to say was, you want to talk about casting and people acting just like absolutely ridiculous over casting. Who has heard about the Blake Lively drama? Has anyone heard about this? The absolute, in my opinion, 100% nothing burger that is the Blake Lively drama. Because to me, it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of. I don't understand why people are upset. I think it's ridiculous. I think it is a form of disappointed hero worship. And it just proves that people are just getting way too into stars, in my opinion. I have a little bit. So what went down was Blake Lively, if you guys don't know, is Ryan Reynolds' wife. And this is one of the reasons why I think it happened, because what did Ryan Reynolds just release? Deadpool, right? So Ryan Reynolds is one of those Hollywood golden boys. They did the same to Henry Cavill, so I do think part of this is like someone in the up and ups spreading rumors to try to incite people. Because you can't go after Ryan Reynolds. He's too popular. And he's always been kind of controversial. So How do you go after Ryan Reynolds if you can't go after Ryan Reynolds? You go after his wife. They're all mad at Blake Lively, who's never experienced domestic violence, being unable to relate about domestic violence. I want you to really think about this, guys. They're mad that when they ask her what she thinks about her character, she's like, well, I don't think it defines her. And here's what I will tell you. Everyone I know who's experienced domestic violence doesn't want to be defined by it. So what is exactly happening? And then they dig up this interview she apparently did. I don't remember when. I think 2018, where she was with this other actress, and the actress kind of looked like she was on drugs at the time. She kept touching up on Blake and getting really like touchy-feely, and they were both mean to another a woman, which no, I don't condone it, but at the same time, it wasn't that big of a deal. It just wasn't, because the woman looked at Blake, and if you've ever been around pregnant women, they're a little touchy. They're a lot of touchy. I remember, if my sister-in-law's watching this, I love you, but you were. Where things that wouldn't normally set them off as people, it sets them off. And with this, she looked at Blake and said, congrats on the baby bump. Now, it's Hollywood. I believe she'd already given birth to her son. So perhaps Blake interpreted it as, she's mocking me. So Blake just haphazardly said, oh, congrats to yours. Well, apparently it turns out this woman is infertile. Blake didn't know this woman. How the fuck was she supposed to know that? How the fuck was she supposed to know? She don't know that woman from Adam. She don't know nothing about her. Well, she said it to an infertile woman. Okay, as an infertile woman, so? And? What are you concerned about? Well, and they were mean. Okay, 2 Hollywood starlets were mean to an interviewer that they felt fired the first shot. Say it ain't so! Everyone's like, Blake's not who she seems she is. An actress is acting differently than you thought she would? Say it ain't so! Oh, and then they got mad because on the tour for the movie, the new one, which is all about domestic violence, she was talking about her clothing. When Blake Lively is known for her odd and also very fashion-forward clothing options, apparently. Why is this enough to cancel somebody? I can't argue with you, Star. I noticed I've been more sensitive since this pregnancy journey. Right. Hi, Chaco. Actors act. Of all of the accusations. And what did Blake Lively do? Literally nothing. This is the driest, most tasteless, old, chalked up, nasty bun, nothing burger that I've ever seen. It's so retarded, guys. It's so, my God. It's dumb. It's just dumb. It's so dumb. And I listen to these people and they're like so affronted by being told that there's a fly and I'm trying to get it. And I don't think I'm gonna get it. I didn't get it. They ran away. I got a cat whisker though. What the God almighty. Shut up about the cat lady jokes. I get it. But good afternoon, Silva. They hold them in such high pedestals, they forget that they are human also. Exactly. Like, I'm sorry. And this is where it falls into what Hunty was talking about with Elliot Page. Why is it now people have to be cast exactly what they are? It's literally that is the opposite of talent. That is the opposite of acting. So it's she's successful, pretty, and rich, let's shut. Exactly. It's a massive nothing burger. You got a little bit iffy on some things, but honestly, it's a Am I really bothered by it? No, not really, no. Because I'm just not. I'm just not. It is not worth it to me. It is not important to me. Like, there are more important things to be concerned about. Yes, Ellen. It's the only reason why I say Elliot is because she did actually change her name officially. So that is her real name, Elliot, now. But it's just, when I tell you guys, I'm hearing all this, and I'm just like, this is so stupid. Why? Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? Because they want to bring segregation back. And literally, they DEI quote. I know, right? Oh my god, I can't stand. Gothic says it all the time. DEI must DIE, and I'm so in agreement. I just yes, please now. Claim Sandy other was separate over right. Everyone's in a clique. Everyone's like, what are you this? Are you no? Just shut up. Just shut up. Stop. Quit it. No. It's just ridiculous. It's who is it? Who says ridiculous? Oh, sorry. It's Chloe from ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. From Miraculous. It's just so stupid. It really, really is. Moon's pulling out that emoji game today. She got this on point. Now I gotta go to the screenshots. Buried somewhere in my screenshots weeks ago is the picture of Papa Trump. I like calling Papa Don just because it's funny. My shining star in all this has been my niece, guys. When I tell you that child, God, I wish I could show you, but I don't trust the internet. Star, you're part of the gay clubs. You're just half gay, right? Right. Accurate. But both Moon and Choco have seen pictures of my niece, and they can concur. She is beautiful. She is gorgeous. Little girl got the eyes for days. All right. Let's stat this shit. How I want to do this? Do I want to do Papa Don's face, or what do I want to do? I think I'm gonna do. Oh, thank God! I heard Papa Don, right? That's a Captain Fluffy Paws. That's exactly why I did it. That's exactly why I started saying, because it's just like, I'm gonna get a new mouse. This thing is being stupid. Like Papa John's. Indian food, no thanks. Makes you think of the Pompazon chairs? I have no idea what those are. All right. So I've whited out most of what Penny destroyed, so it's not too bad now. It's not the worst. This will be easier to where her actual watered up blood is from where she sat and with her cut she made on her tail. That shouldn't be too bad. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Paint. Oops. So I'm not gonna do him. She's a flabby baby. She's kind of cute, I guess. You're gay. Yeah, huh. She's kind of cute. That's Choco for I don't want to admit that I was absolutely gurgling over that baby. Because she was. She was like, oh my God, she's so cute. I'm like, I know. My little girl is so beautiful. You could wish to be only that beautiful. Oh, fuck me. This whore. This must be from when I did it last time. There we go. I am massively gay, but only for ghee. I have to cancel that appointment. But yeah, when I say there's been nothing burgers going on, but who else is kind of like low effects by Athena? I can't. I'm gonna kill them. Oh, bye, bitch. Bye, Choco. Love you. Even though you's a bitch. But yes, it's been one thing after another lately, kids. But who has been following my European Hornet saga? Who here has been following that? That's been a thing and a half. Yes, that's my text message tone is Kim Possible. Gurgling over a baby. Don't eat the baby, you monster! But yeah, who's been watching the European Hornet saga on my YouTube / Twitter / Instagram / TikTok? Because let me tell you something. You avidly. Is that how you found me? Oh no, Aubrey, that's right. You're from the Discord. You're used to my things. I have a little. That's what brought me here. Really, Pupper? Well, welcome. So, Athena, for fuck's sake, Matt, come get our disabled daughter. She's pissing me off. Figure out what she's doing. The thing that won't leave you alone. Right, well. Also, bring me the peppermint oil. Please. I have found a weapon. Hello, Reed Street. Reed Street, can I refer to you by your name? Would you rather not? Would you rather not, darling? Let me know. It feels weird calling you Reed Street. Yeah, see, she's fucking with something over by the food. Can you figure out what that is? Recently found you less than a month ago, but been vibing so hard since. Oh, thank you. I avoid the saga, the stinging beasties. Videos give me daymares. You found me through Michelle. Oh. Yeah, chase her out or something. Like, there's something over there. Her and Penny been fucking with this. I don't know if there's old food underneath the bucket, but she making me mad. So, yeah, lift and release. Bring her into the bedroom, put her on something or something. My cat really wants to eat my leather in his vicinity. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it is dead animal. So, if you haven't watched my most recent video of my shorts, it doesn't feel strange. It does feel strange being cold. So, everyone, remember, my soap designs are going to be released through this lovely lady. And if you all want to know, her name is Michelle, and she is one of my good friends. And she is the reason why I can survive in this room. If you're new here, which there are a couple of you who are new here, I am working with Reed Street Soap. They are a small soap company, but she doesn't just make soap. However, her soap is lovely. Michelle makes a bunch of different things. She makes these amazing candles. And they're a little dusty because I haven't been in this room for a few days. These are, let's see. There's a couple of ounce difference between the two of them. So right here, we have Day at the Beach. And seriously, it smells so good. It literally smells like if you mix, I would say the smell of the salt in the ocean, that little bit of sand smell, which sand has a smell, that little bit of sunblock, but the good kind of smelling sunblock. Wow, my hand looks so small next to these damn jars. And I believe these are the 6-ounce jars, and these are the 8-ounce jars. They don't look like a difference, but there's a width difference and everything. And the wood top is the higher amount. And maybe Athena found a hornet. Shut up, Silvar. Athena, what are you doing? And we're going to be working together to release, sunscreen, exactly. And it smells, guys, it smells so, it literally has a beach day smell to it. Literally. And if you look here, this is her blueberry cheesecake. And I did a live scent testing on this on screen. Literally, guys, I don't know how she did it. Nova, it's not actual food, ma'am. No, ma'am, no. Bitch. It's not real food, it just smells the part. My gosh, you just heard me uncap this one. This is the blueberry cheesecake. Nova, no. No. Don't make me have to shut this damn door, cat. She's been obsessive, guys. She's been another part of it. Thanks for working with Star Sun, Reach Street. Yeah, it's... Guys, this one literally... You see the blueberry embeds? She's got the gold pencil line right here. Here, Nova, it's not food. Nova burnt some of her whiskers off trying to get to one of her candles, guys. She literally burned like about 4 whiskers, shoving her face right into the candle. It's not food. It's not. It just smells like it. Oh, good googly moogly. So this is her blueberry cheesecake. It really does have like that really good like sweetened cream cheese smell to it that cheesecake has. And then you can get that hint of blueberry in the back. My favorite one that she's done so far that I've received in terms of looks has actually been this one. Nova, I swear to God. I really don't want to shut that door. You're going to make me shut that door and trap you out. Look, see? It's not food. No, it's not. It's her Cinnamon Toast Crunch candle. I'm not new. I just keep changing my name and profile picture. Yeah, I'll always think you're new then. I'm terrible about that. Oh my God, Nova! No, guys, hold on. I'm going to shut the door. She's being ridiculous, and I'm not going to I will not be able to finish this painting ever if they all keep crashing on it. And as you all know, ever since Zoro died, this is a new phenomenon. No, you're all getting out. Yeah, you're out. Come on. Get out. No, you too, Daisy. Out. Come on. Out. Out this way. Come on. Penny. Come on. Come on. Matt. Please pretend to throw some treat out there. I don't care if it's cheddar or not. They're crashing into the painting. I will not get anything done. No, you gotta get out and get in there and get the cheese. Because they're running to the office.
Cheese over here.
I don't care if it's the Gruyere or whatever, throw it. Go on, Penny, you're gonna miss it. Because you're the reason this painting got busted in the first place. The both of you bitches are out. Come on. I know you love me, but ma'am, today I do not love you. Bye-bye. Dee now. Both of you. Ugh. Okay. Now, sorry about that, guys. Ever since Zoro passed away, this has been an issue. And Nova has gotten worse and worse and worse. Now you see how Nova burned her whiskers. All right. Nova whining. Yeah. Pretty much. Anyways, as I was saying, of course I sort of started trying to get myself going again. Yes, it's been a hard month for my dear Michelle, but I am here for her. As I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted by my absolutely crazed out, she is ridiculous. She is absolutely ridiculous. She really is. Nova has been going supernova. It's been so annoying. I may love the cat, but it doesn't mean I don't want to beat her like a circus monkey, because she's been getting so bad. She has knocked over glasses, food. The other day, I was eating a mini muffin that I had made. As I turned my head, She dived onto my plate, grabbed the mini muffin, which, by the way, it had walnuts in it, so she can't eat it. I had to grab her mouth and try to dig out the muffin. She bit my fucking finger. I was like, this cat's getting ridiculous. Mind you, she had a whole ass 2 bowls of food this morning. And I won't tell you how else she gets sustenance during the day because it's disgusting. But she does it. And so that has been a stressor on me massively. Because it doesn't matter how much food I give her. Out of nowhere, she's gone back to going crazy. I'm not food nuts. Seriously, Edie, all jokes aside, I don't go crazy over food. She goes insane. She goes absolutely nuts over every ounce of food she can get her hands on. She flips out. She will crash the counter. She'll try to steal everything she can. If we leave a container in the sink and it's got even a tiny bit of oil, she will fly into the sink and she will bury her face into it. Jackass behavior, for real. It's so bad. It is so bad. Like just now, she crashed onto here. She nearly took out this cup of water right there. She nearly destroyed all the cleanup I just did. Just how she is. It's bad. But if you guys want to try Reed Street soap, it is fantastic. I'm a massive believer in it. It's why when she started suggesting that we make products, I was absolutely all for it because I know she will make good products. I use her soap all the time. She also makes candles. She makes body scrubs. She does pet safe items. What else? I don't know. Nova absolutely. This is one of the things I've been having a hard time with. Oh, she'd be in trouble with me. She would get 1 minute of... Right. It's bad, dude. It doesn't matter what I do. It does not matter what I do. I can trap her in a room. I can keep her away. I need to get some kind of anti-hungry meds. That's what I need to do. I get some kind of anti-hunger because she's like obsessively. Please make reference about the fat activist community. Your video is great. Oh, that is the plan, HV. That is the plan. 110%. Not even a question. Not even a question. I totally plan on it. I don't remember which video oh, yeah, that's right. Was that idiot? But I have 2 I'm hoping to put out this week. The peanut line, yes. The peanut line is coming out and it's going to be awesome. But what I wanted to tell you guys about was this. Now, I'm going to preface this with this can be deadly for your pets. Is it glass? Oh my God, that's why it's so heavy. It's glass. Oh, it was plastic this whole time. This is peppermint oil. The Essentially Kate's. This is what stopped the hornets. You can hear her yelling outside the door. This is what stopped the hornets. Starman sprayed every window and every door in the house. And I still have, you can see on the video, I still have some left. But you gotta spray the outside, not the inside. Star Sound perfume line when? Excuse you, who said that's not already gonna be coming? Thank you. We have to wait for that. Thank you very much, okay? But this right here, I had seen suggestions and I wasn't sure. And then Starman suggested it as well. And I was like, I'll think about it. This is only $10 on Amazon. And it came with this. Okay. Now, Starman did get some blowback into his eye. He said that burned like a bitch. But the night he sprayed it, a couple hours later, I was in the bedroom with Greta because right now, as you guys know, Greta has a bit of a fungal infection. Something about North Carolina this year, we've had a lot of fungus. Like, you never see mushrooms in my area. And this year they have exploded. There is just mushrooms everywhere. And we don't know why. And it's odd that that coincides with out of nowhere, my perfectly healthy dogs who have never caught anything suddenly catch this fungal infection that causes little zits on between their toes and little pimples on their back end. Okay. So as a result, I've had to take care of that. So what I've been doing is I've been wiping Greta down with an antifungal thing. And yeah, Penny and Nova, they're constantly attached to me. It's ridiculous. So whatchamacallit. I've been wiping her down with antifungal wipes, and I've been putting what is called colloidal silver oatmeal on her and rosemary. Okay, so the oatmeal and the rosemary are perfectly healthy for dogs, and that helps repel a lot of the things that hurt her. So it helps repel the fleas, it helps repel the ticks, mosquitoes, and it also helps with the fungal infection. The oatmeal actually helps get rid of the infection. So I've been doing that every night. So I go into the bedroom. I'm sitting on the bed with her. And while I'm putting that on her, I said to Starman, I was like, well, we're going to have to get ready to put them out soon. And he goes, we can't. And I said, why? It had been just so perfectly timed. He said, there's one at the window right now. I said, we'll take a video. And I closed the door and I start taking care of Greta. And I didn't think anything of it. Like 20, 30 minutes passed because I had to do Greta and then I had to do Orion. When I finished with Orion, I was like, did you get the video? He goes, I didn't get a chance to. I'm like, how? I've been able to get like 10 videos. He said, you don't understand. It's gone. So what do you mean it's gone? He said, when I told you it was there, by the time I pulled, because Starman's got his phone right there all the time. His phone's never out of his hand. Man's obsessed. So in the time it took for him to click on the camera app and lift up his phone, the Hornet was gone. And the only time I saw one was this morning. Remember, if you guys remember that last video I talked to you about where I saw them in the morning? On the side of my house. It was there, but it wouldn't come closer. It wouldn't come closer. I was like, hold the phone. Are we saying this worked? Like, did we legitimately solve the problem? It has been 3 or 4 days now. They haven't come to the bathroom windows. They haven't come to the side windows. The only place I saw them was where my husband didn't spray. And it flew back off into the forest. So tentatively, you guys have any problems? Peppermint oil. But I'm going to preface this with cats, this is deadlier to than dogs. And small particulates, if you water this down enough, it is not deadly to dogs. It can be toxic, it can cause diarrhea and vomiting and all sorts of things. So you have to put it in very minute amounts, very diluted. With cats, doesn't matter how diluted, if they smell it, if it gets on them, it can be very toxic, even deadly. So be very careful when you use it. But I will tell you, as personal proof, this shit worked. I was absolutely flabbergasted. I could not believe it. So, this is my seal of approval for peppermint oil. Now, again, keep yourself in mind on what could go wrong for you. Okay? Because it could go very wrong for you. You have to make sure, one, you're not allergic to, which I'm sad that I have to say that, but I mean, you know, this is the era that we live in, kids. This is the era that we live in. But, yes, so, Michelle, are you still here? Because I wanted to talk to you all about the fact that we're going to be releasing our fall collection soon. And is there anything you guys have been interested in seeing that perhaps you might not be aware of? Is there any scents that you all are wondering about? Anything you have to ask? Have a great day, Silvar. Any questions you have for Miss Michelle, the Reed Street of Reed Street, the creator? You can always tell when the season starts to get too muggy, flies reappear. Because we had a hurricane come through. several storms. So, of course, a ball collection? Ball like what? Be for real, Chris. I understand you're obsessed with red, but we're not going to be, we're not going to be marketing his balls. I understand you're coming out now, and I appreciate that, but you got to hold on, kid. Oh, is Hunty leaving too? Taking my grandma shopping. Bye. Bye. Will there be pumpkin spice staples? Candles? Yes. Yes. I'm very excited. So, I'm hoping that I can get some of those because I'm really excited about if she did such a good job with her, whatchamacallit, with her, cheesecake. I'm really excited about the pumpkin. Is there any pumpkin scents all of you are curious about that maybe you didn't know she carried? I have a feeling you'll have a special pumpkin spice flavor of singing. Of something. Maybe. No, I thought that's what you said. No, it's not what I said. You know it. Pecan pie, yes. Which is just like, I mean, come on. What better way to ring in the fall than with pecan pie and pumpkin? Has anyone already started decorating? Or getting their sweaters ready? Who else is as ready as I am for just fucking summer to be over? I'm just so ready for it to be done. Pumpkin soup. Ooh! I don't know if that would make it as a candle scent, but that's kind of cool. That would be a cool smell. Your whole personality doesn't have to be gay, Chris, right? Like, God. He just can't help himself. He's finally come into his own, and he just, he's got to let us all know. It's all that candy corn, guys. I told you it would get to him. You all thought I was kidding. I was trying to warn him. I'm definitely thinking I would love to see, in America, fall also means storms. Who would love to smell like crisp leaves and storms? Don't judge me, but I still have my Christmas decorations up. What? Mitchell. Well, I don't want to, but okay, it was starting autumn and Halloween decorations earlier. Yes, we are so ready. We are so ready for that. I've been finding all of these DIY. These are lies. They are not lies. Go and look at how this man thirsts over my Reginald. Okay? He didn't even get this excited over Guy, okay? So we all know he goes for kind of like those skinny fat boys with the sharp eyes. So we know he likes men holding phallic items because, of course, he gets more excited about the picture of... He didn't get excited about the picture of Red holding Aviana, but he sure got excited about a picture of Red holding that cigar. Taking a drag on that big old cigar. I also want to begin. Yes, apple spice. Oh, that'll be a fantastic scent. There's a lot of scents for fall that that are left behind by pumpkin. I can absolutely say this, but like Natanya said, pumpkin spice is life. But there's a lot of things you can add. Like, I think there is something to be said about the smell of leaves that are starting to decay, which doesn't smell bad. It smells so crisp and good and yummy. But after that 400,000 acre fire, I think I'm okay without them this time. Unless there's a crap ton. See, thunderstorms usually don't cause fires if there's enough rain beforehand. But I do get what you're saying. Fuck me. That was a cat crate falling over, guys. It's just the cat crate that's in here, babe. It didn't have the door to support it, so it fell. This door's usually always open. Scared the shit out of me, though. Whew. Sorry about that, guys. No one's dead, no one's dying. But yeah, there's like, whatchamacallit. There's a lot of different fall scents. Now, I'm not big into the cashmere and the musk scents. Those are something everyone loves. I'm not big into it. The ones that are smelling like candy, but I guess those could also work. I know it's from Lightning Strike. What I'm saying is, Edie, if there's enough rain that falls beforehand, it can kind of keep it from turning into a 400,000 acre fire. That's what I'm saying. If the ground is wet enough, the fire doesn't always expand. The grass has to be dry enough. Yeah, that's definitely gave me a bit of a heart attack. I felt that. But if you guys ever wonder if I scare easy, that fuck is usually how I respond to something that makes me jump. Takes a lot for me to legitimately scream. Which you all saw. One of the few things that can make me legitimately scream is the fucking hornets. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay. But yeah, I definitely, like, I am pushing for a bunch of, like, there's a bunch of things that I definitely think that Michelle could make. And I think they'd be fantastic. But I also believe she can do no wrong. I believe she has some of, like, the best products that you can find, especially for a small business, when it's all handmade and personal. Also, Michelle from Reed Street just said she's going to be heading out for a while, guys. Corn? What are you talking about, woman? No. Candy corn makes me angry. Not scared. Let me see. The one sucky part about letting things dry is you have to let them dry. Edie is crazy. She cray-cray. She my cray-cray. For sure. He's supposed to be piece of shit. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I have the skin tone on one of these. That's why I pulled that one out. I remember now. I remember. Put that there. And there. There we are. Since everyone in this picture is white, it's easier to use this. Since they're all white people. I hate that bitch so much. I hate it so much. She couldn't hide herself at all. She was just so angry. And I went to the doctor's this morning. Nothing major. Like I told you guys, I was going to start looking into, you know, there is a rumor that Ozempic reverses infertility. So I went, and I was very honest with them because, like I told you guys a couple of months ago, I was going to start being more stringent with my calories in, calories out, because now I had officially gotten myself to a point where I was now, like, really not wanting unhealthy foods, except for, like, rare occasions, like, around my period. So I was like, okay, let me start really getting stringent. And I've been, like, for the past 3 or 4 weeks, I have been doing a 100% calories in, calories out, where I've been trying to cut every other week as low as 1,200 calories a day. And it's been working. It's been working really well. I've seen a nice dip in my my weight. And I even went down this morning at the doctor's when they weighed me. I was like, I weighed less than I did 3 days ago. So I know it's working. I definitely know it's working. And that's what I'm happy about. I'm like, okay, so clearly I'm able to do what I wish to do. And as long as I keep this up, I should be fine. But one, it's a quiet goal. I'm not going to tell you guys. You know how I am about that. But the other part of it is that I've heard that Wegovy, not so much Wegovy, but definitely Ozempic reverses infertility. They can't quite explain how it does it, but they know that it does. So your girl went in today with the intention of getting it. The problem is, and what they don't explain, is that these medications, I don't know how they're saying that people are able to just buy it and take it from people who have diabetes. You have to have the $1,500 up front to even purchase this, okay? That's first and foremost. You have to be diagnosed with diabetes to be able to purchase it at all and be covered for it. So when people sit and go, you're taking it from type 2 diabetes, it is not covered. I want you to, in case you ever see anyone say that, remind them it is not covered. Nobody can get just a prescription just cuz without paying through the nose for it. Because it costs a lot. A lot. I found out all them prices today. So don't let anyone gaslight you and say, oh, they're taking away medication from diabetics, as if there isn't other fucking diabetic medication. All right? Like, come on now. Let's be so for real. And so they put me on, they gave me a prescription for Wegovy, which I am 100% covered for that. And we're going to see. I mean, worst comes to worst, I lose a few extra pounds. I think they're talking about rich people. Right. But my thing is, there can't be that many fat rich people. And even if there are, there is no way in hell that many people just ate it up for the other several million in the country. It's just bullshit. It's bullshit. It's hard to get because it was the brand new one on the market and every doctor was recommending it. Because it had the hardest marketing scheme out in a long time. And every doctor's utilizing it. Probably because of a kickback. My doctor, she's my new doctor, she was very honest with me. They asked me a lot of questions about why I was doing this. And I explained about, they asked me about my religious things that I would not be okay with. And I said straight out, abortion. And I knew right then they were not as happy with me. Because they didn't act too happy with me after that. And then they asked, about my weight. And I said, this is what kept me thinking I was healthy for so long, is because my blood work, which once again came back fantastic. I told them, I said, I was constantly thinking I must be fantastic because my vitals are all fine. My blood pressure's fantastic. My blood work's fantastic. All this looks great. Nobody ever said I don't look healthy, or I don't look healthy in terms of numbers. And I still don't, but that's not because of my weight. That is in spite of my weight. That's because I, unlike most people, don't eat, a lot of fast food. And I don't drink a lot of sodas. And I don't eat a lot of refined sugars. I drink a lot of water, as you guys know. And when I do eat sugar, it's mostly honey. So it's by the grace of God that I'm okay. And it's the fact that I just so happen to not like what would normally make most people in my weight class just not okay. It's in plain English. And that's what I was saying. It's like, I told them straight out, I'm like, I don't believe any of this body positivity stuff. I want to be weighed. I want to know what's going on. Like, I made sure they knew it. I made sure of it, just because there's a lot of fat people in my town. And I did not want them to be like, well, maybe we won't weigh you this time, or we won't bring. I wanted to establish straight out. But I could also tell it kind of bothered them that I brought this stuff up. I could tell. Because they were less friendly after. They were like, okay, that's nice. Okay, well, you have a good day. You have a good day, Mrs. Starson. You have a good day. And I was like, gotcha. But you know what? She still got me my prescription. She still wants to work with me. Starman's going to go to her too, because now it's a lot closer than our old doctor was. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. And so that's what I'm going to work with. What time is it? 2:07. So not much more time because I got a lot to do. Tuesdays are always a very busy day for me because I do a lot of my self-care and my dog grooming on this day. I try to get Tuesdays set up so that way I have responsibilities taken care of. And then I try to edit in the evening. That's my goal for Tuesdays. And what's funny is everyone always messages me, "Hello, cherished Psalms or Purple Honey. My grandma is diabetic and doesn't use Ozempic." It's right, exactly. Passive aggressive much. It definitely felt passive aggressive. I will be the first to say it. Again, I will say this, despite the fact that you could tell they didn't agree with me, they still gave me the service that I wanted. Sounds like they were a bit bitchy after that. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. They were less jokey, less friendly. Because the first notch was, "Yep, I'm not going to like abortion, blah blah blah." And you remember which one, Moon? I think I asked something, but I don't remember. But it's just, oh, you mean my food? Yeah, I don't eat a lot. Moon was there with me. And even then, I ate even more then than I normally eat because we was in a broke week and I had to eat stuff that was generally like the pancakes or the cheese and the eggs, just so I had more protein and stuff to fill me up. But overall, I can be full on very little. And that's what the aim is, that I can be full on very little. And the fact that I've dropped close to 15 pounds. Oh, my spa day, yes! Yep, I take it seriously. I take it very seriously. And the week she was here, I don't know if I washed the dogs or not, but I definitively did my spa day. I definitely did my spa day that day. Well, I should post this on you then. Use organic castor oil, myrrh, and olive oil as part of your skincare. So I don't use those just because it's a little too rich. I use for my skin oil. So what I do, right? I have rosehip oil and then I have this oil. So it's a once a week thing. This one is a citrus and almond oil. So I use this. And how I do it is, first thing I do, I take my normal shower, okay? After I get out of the shower, I use this because aloe has helped me a lot. This has helped solve a lot of my skin problems, right? Okay. So, this is after I use my natural shampoo, my natural conditioner, and I use my Reed Street soap, which is, I use beef tallow in the soap, okay? Then, once the lotion dries, we put on the oil, okay? After I put on the oil all over, then I powder, so that way everything's all nice and dry. Then I go on to the next step, which is I soak my feet in Epsom salt with avocado oil for 20 minutes. And I put on a hyaluronic acid face mask for 20 minutes. And then what I do is, once the face mask and my feet are all taken care of and I've done my toes and everything else, because I do my own pedicures. So I do the soak of the pedicure. I take care of my toes. That way my toes are all nice and clean. I do all the skincare for my feet. Then what I do is, while I first get my feet done, right? I get paraffin wax and I soak my feet in paraffin wax. And I get that all set up. Then I put on my eye mask, which you can only have this on for 20 minutes, right? While my eye mask is on and my feet are going, I then do the paraffin wax on my hands. And I sit there for a 20-minute timer and I do the paraffin on my hands and my feet, okay? After that is finished, I pull everything off, I throw out the excess, and then I have this Dead Sea Salt lotion that is only for spa day, okay? And I do, oh my God. This guy closed the door and they got in through here. What I do is I put Dead Sea Salt lotion on my hands and on my feet. Okay, let that settle in. And then I put the rosehip oil on all of my cuticles and rub that in. And then, once that's all done, I then put on my feet again my aloe lotion. And then I do my eyebrows and lip, and I take care of my whole face. And then I do my daily lotion. I was so wait, did you say you thought you were healthy because your numbers of your blood work and not the numbers on the scale? Yep, that's how I used to think. That's how a lot of people unlucky. You got to realize something. A lot of the body positivity movement stems from people being told, oh, well, you're clearly unhealthy, you're clearly not okay. But if they go and the scale has a large number, but their blood work is healthy, they're not pre-diabetic, they're not having any quote unquote joint problems, anything like that, then they, like me, say, well, how am I unhealthy? How am I unhealthy? My blood work, which is the most important thing, my blood pressure is good, my oxygen is good, my lungs fill to capacity, my cycle is normal, my hormones are normal, my pheromones are normal. When you get these numbers, it leads you to believe that you're okay. It leads you to believe that you're healthy. Because it takes a very long time for these things to cause a general problem. And in the case of me, I'm very lucky. Even though I still say I'm unhealthy now, you got to realize something. I'm still generally healthy than most of the people I know, fat or thin. I don't have nearly the problems that most of my compatriots have. And that's because of what I eat. I don't eat a lot of refined sugars. I don't eat a lot of ultra-processed stuff. I don't drink any sodas. And I've completely gotten rid of juice now, which I used to love juice. But even though it didn't have a lot of refined sugars, it had a lot of natural sugars. So, I drink a lot of water. I eat a lot of homemade food. Or when I eat a lot of food that is quote-unquote frozen, it's whole items. It doesn't have a lot of seasoning. It's not, a frozen breaded thing. I try to watch how much I take. Now, I'm not saying I never fall off the wagon. Everybody does. But what I'm saying is, in comparison, I don't. I watched a Pop the Balloon vid, and this girl really said, you don't have to look healthy to be healthy. And I used to think that. And yes, there is some truth to it to a point. I didn't have any problems before 2016. But if I had never fallen in 2016, I still would have had the knee problems eventually. Because clearly, falling, I shouldn't have hurt my knee as bad as I did from so small of a fall. But my weight played a factor in that. That should have been a bruise. Me falling like that should have been a bruise. Maybe a torn muscle. It should not have been arthritis-inducing, immediately crunching the kneecap levels of bad. And that should have been my first sign, but I was still very body positive until I started really paying attention. America is weird. That's not just an America thing, unlucky. That happens all over. You've got people in England, in Ireland, you've got them all over Europe thinking the same exact thing. Body positivity is not just an American thing. It is not just an American thing. As a matter of fact, a lot of people in the BOPO try to use Europe. Like, oh, if you go over to Europe, you'll see they don't have these same restrictions that they do in America. They understand the woman's body, and it's an American colonial, white, patriarchal idea that means we have to be thin and healthy, but it's not that case anywhere else, and it's a lie. It's a lie. But again, it's a beautiful lie that we have told ourselves, because at some point in history, fat was considered fashionable, and they don't want to hear the only reason it was considered fashionable is because the only way you could get fat is if you weren't dead, broke, and poor. The weight part, that's not here. Maybe not for you, Unlucky, but I will tell you right now, I have heard it from every corner of the globe for these body positivity people. Because what they do is they say that if a doctor, and you've got to understand this, I'm not saying that doctors say you're healthy. What I'm saying is all these people will say to you, if the doctor says that you need to lose weight, despite your levels being okay, they're fat phobic. They're judging you for your weight. And I used to believe that too. Because there is, and I've made a video on it. If you go back in my videos in 2021 or 2022, I made a video on it, where there are women who have gone to the doctor and said, hey, I broke my leg. And they'll go, have you thought about losing weight? What does that have to do with my leg breaking? My leg broke because I got crushed between a wall or something. Well, it might not have happened if you were awake. That does happen. I know, I've been there. My husband and I had to go to the ER because, and I'm gonna get graphic, it's a weird graphic. I felt pain during a certain activity together. Severe pain. Pain I never felt before. I went to the ER with sincere concerns because this pain was unlike anything I'd felt before. It felt like my insides were fighting me with knives. I'd never felt that before. And we had already been in a intimate relationship for quite some time. The ER doctor looked at me and said, "Have you thought about losing weight?" What does that have to do with my uterus, sir? What does that have to do with anything to do with what I told you? And then he told me I must be making it up. Then he told me, well, maybe you just don't understand how your body works. Maybe it's close to your cycle. I'm sorry, what? So it does happen that doctors have slightly caused this by not acknowledging that sometimes weight isn't a factor when you've been injured by something or you're in some kind of pain. Sometimes weight has nothing to do with it. Yes, weight can be a factor in some situations, but there's no direct correlation. That should not be your first inclination. And a lot of doctors have done that. I've experienced it. When I was only 20 pounds, we're talking 20 pounds overweight, guys. The doctor said I was morbidly obese at 12 years old and that I was going to die. Guys, I was tiny. Tiny. I barely had any weight on me, and I was a very muscular child. I've shown you all the photos. And people like that was why I stopped going to doctors completely for a long time. Because I didn't believe in them. Because I was like, all they're going to do is tell me to lose weight no matter what's wrong with me. Right. There are doctors who will, and that's why there are some aspects to feminism. And the reason why I'm not painting this, I got to let this all dry. There are aspects to feminism and the body positivity movement and even leftist movements that I have to agree on because I've experienced them. But the thing is, there are high levels in certain areas and in certain ways. But I will tell you, Unlucky, it doesn't matter where you are. I've heard these stories from people in Japan, China, Russia, Germany. I've heard it from Italy. It is very common. It's just the problem with it is that sometimes people hear about, especially because in America, we've got almost 400,000 people. We've got some of the highest density population in the world. And so the problem is, no matter what, when your population goes up, you're going to have shitty doctors. And I'm the first to admit that. You're going to have people who are not so good and people who are much better. When I met my general practitioner, she was fantastic. And she would very gently, back when I was body positive, she'd go, listen, I'm not going to lie to you and say your health isn't a factor, and I'm going to monitor you. She says, every time you come in, I'm going to check your blood, I'm going to check this, and the moment I see you not healthy, I'm going to encourage it. She goes, but if you're not willing to do it right now, I don't want to chase you away. So the moment you tell me you want to lose weight, we'll do it. And when I told her that, she did it, and she was aggressive in the good way. Like, she followed along. She was a fantastic doctor. And I haven't been able to get her back because she moved out of state. And so that's been very difficult on me. But the point is, when you get moments like that, you can see how all of these body positivity people have come to these conclusions. Because most of these people, hi Black Hats, most of these people, when they started all this, was in their early 20s, when maybe they weren't even that overweight. And then because they were already indoctrinated to certain ideas and indoctrinated to certain ideologies, they had a very hard time being able to separate it. Because in their minds, they felt fine. They felt okay. Everything's all right. And then by the time they get too old, the ideology has bled into the actual medical field. Now there's entire movements where you can't weigh me when I go into the doctors because that doesn't matter to what I need. even though just something as basic as getting the proper dosage for your medication is 100% needed for your weight. We've got women that physically, mentally cannot handle the idea of getting weighed at the doctor because it triggers them too much. So the pendulum has swung too far. We had things where people were literally looking at any and all problems, illnesses, and injuries and saying, well, you're fat, that's your fault. And now they're saying, oh, well, you're fat, none of that is your fault. None of this. Oh, you have hypertension, that couldn't possibly be related to your heart and your weight. No. Oh, you've got diabetes. That can't be because you always eat hyper ultra fast food. No. Oh, you drink soda every day? Oh, none of that has anything to do with it. And it's the pendulum has swung too far, which is why I started making videos to begin with. Because when I started hearing people say that diabetes had absolutely nothing to do with your diet and your weight, I knew that was bullshit. When they tried to claim that your weight had nothing to do with your joints, I knew that was bullshit. I knew point blank that was bullshit because my father had to replace knees. Because my mother couldn't get ankle surgery because of her weight. My brother-in-law's ex kept going to the ER with a racing heart. They kept telling her she was just having an anxiety attack, discovered she was born with a deformed heart that wasn't diagnosed. Let me guess, she was overweight. And fun fact, guys, in a lot of countries, even in the countries that have universal health care, most hospitals are still privately owned. They're all for profit. They are all for profit. But in America, I will give this, and you know, guys, I am America. However, there is a master list with prices that Trump had made public, by the way. Trump had wrote a law that would force all hospitals to make their master list public so you could decide where you wanted to go. Biden reversed that. Biden reversed it. We'd have very affordable diabetes medication. Biden reversed that too. There's a lot of things Biden reversed. But it's stuff like that where these people, what the hell is that? These people, she wasn't overweight, so it's just because she was a woman. And there is documentation to back it up that women are rarely taken seriously in these situations. And I'm not saying that means all of feminism is correct. I'm not saying that means that we suddenly need to rise up against the patriarchy or whatever the bullshit is. I'm not saying that either. But what I'm saying is there's always a happy medium. And what I'm also saying is that sometimes that means that maybe sometimes our opposition is not incorrect. And I think we have to win. We have to be willing to hear that. Also, you should be allowed to choose your doctor and not have insurance dictate. I agree. Because the originating for insurance, while there was some underhandedness in it, was actually really helpful. But a lot of it has become way too lobbyist. Way too greasing the palms. There are so many reasons why a lot of it is not what it used to be. And I don't disagree on that. For instance, as you all know, I haven't been on my husband's insurance for years because for some god-awful reason, they don't believe I exist. They don't believe I'm real. They need me to prove myself, go through some asinine process when I've been my husband's wife since 2012. But now I've got to produce all these different things. And when I've told everyone else, no one's ever heard of this before. No one's ever had to do this before. But they say apparently in rare instances, it does exist. And you know what the only difference is? Everyone else I've talked to is not a fat ass bitch. So you know what that tells me? It might be that they're trying to get me off of there because having an overweight person on the health insurance is more expensive for the health insurance company. And I have to read the writing on the wall. So for me, what that sounds like is they don't want to have to cover me for being my weight. Which again, I don't blame them. They see money that they have to spend that they don't want to spend. To be honest, you don't seem real. Let me tell you something. Someone told me that again. I've been told my whole life by a lot of people that a lot of the shit I go through, the marriage license. See, I didn't have to produce that because the health insurance company didn't require that the first few times. It's just, I'm his wife. That's it. And so it's so many different things, guys. It's so many different things. And so now I am just at the point where, at my new job, while I have it, before I leave again, I'm going to, whatchamacallit. I am going to make sure that I at least get into a new doctor, establish myself while I have a low copay, because I have a very low copay with this one. And I'm going to get everything I need. And then once everything is all sorted out, I'll figure it out from there. I'm at least going to make sure that I'm established with a doctor again and make sure that I'm well taken care of. The benefit is the one who makes the most money in the household has already been established with a doctor for a hot minute. So there's always that. Yeah, it's been I will tell you right now, it's been my ride through the medical system has always been really crazy. No matter what I do, it's always been an insane little turn. But yes, I have been told fairly often that I don't seem real. That the things I go through don't seem real as well. I get that a lot. They're like, we don't understand how you go through all this. How do you handle all this? Like, how have you dealt with all this? I'm like, listen, imagine living it. And then having to explain to people that you're like this. And that things of this has happened to you. And everyone just looks at you like you got 10 heads. And they're like, I don't believe you. And I'm like, yeah, I figured. Because that's what I hear all the time. I don't really believe you. Yeah, I know. I don't believe me either sometimes. I love the blue color on the flag. I love the dark blue. Yeah, I like that they mesh quite well. The colors that I got, these are from that company, Viva Colors. They really do a beautiful job. They're this little company out of India, and I can't lie. They do a fantastic job. And again, this is why, like, so I really hate when I hear the phrase, oh, support women-owned. Why? I don't want to support women-owned purely because it's women-owned. Because, I mean, do you do a good job? Do you make good products? Oh, well, we're supporting a good cause. That's great. I'm not going to blow my money and inflate your ego no matter what, just for a good cause. That motherfucker not real. I know, right? Oh my God, I will die. If I get on the planes next month and someone shouts that while pointing at me, I'm going to cry. I'm like, no, I promise I'm real. Like, no, don't say that. But anywho, Starshine should put on her Joker makeup. Oh, you mean like the one I have in my little the emote on my YouTube? Yeah, maybe I should. Explain to me what I'm supporting. Yes, exactly. They can't even define a woman. Right. I always hate when I hear it because I'm like, and I've gotten people who have come onto my Instagram and advertised their own pages and been like, if you want to support an autistic artist, and I'm like, are you good? Like, your art is shit. Why do I care if you're autistic? What do I care about your status as a queer, non-binary, two-spirited, whatever the fuck else you want to be? Why do I give a shit about that? Your art is terrible. Like, explain to me why I should care about what you're doing, because so far none of it appeals to me. Oh, you're being bigoted. No, I'm just being honest. I don't want to spend my money on stuff that it looks shitty. But you're supporting a cause. What cause? It's not my cause. It's somebody else's cause. I'm making someone else feel bad because they're using their identity as a nothing burger to try to make money off of people. You know what's a good cause? Donating to a rescue. That's a good cause. I support baby alpaca fur hats and coats. Like, it's just, whenever people tell me that, well, it's a good cause. Okay, but why do I care about making someone feel good? Because that's what it comes down to. You're not actually supporting a good cause. You're just making somebody feel good. There's a chicken place near me where it's like, yeah, we're Black and women owned. Like, heck yeah, sister, I know I'm about to get some greased, high cholesterol chicken. How about I buy some of Michelle's donuts? Those are amazing. Do it. No stars on stop. The lefty words make me want to throw up. Right? Support your local Black, crippled, rock, sexual, transgender aunt. Support my Black business, or you're racist, right? And the thing is, it's like, if I'm going to support a Black-owned business, I want to find out after I fall in love with the company they're Black-owned. That's when I want to find out. I want to find out when I'm in the middle of praising their name and saying, oh my God, this is fucking amazing. This is delicious. Da-da-da-da. I then find out they're Black-owned. So then I can be like, holy shit. Yeah, support this Black-owned business. Why? Because they're actually good. Do you care that they're Black? No, it's just, that's a bonus. Yay, somebody who's Black is doing a good job. Hurrah. Doesn't really matter, but I'm just happy that it's good food. No, seriously, I have been craving Michelle's donuts. It's a luxury purchase for me, so I haven't gotten any, but when I tell you guys, I've been wanting them. Every time she posts a drop, I feel like messaging her and be like, you know what, how much do you love me? Like, how good a friend are we? Because I wouldn't mind a box. I don't say it, but I can't lie, I'm tempted. Like, we've been friends for how many years now? I would take it. I would take it. Hey, Ark. This reminded me of that when I had to go to classes next week with my will witness many liberals in my. Yeah. That's very true, child. That's very true. Prepare, gird your loins, darling. It's about to get really rough in there. Especially because I pity any of you in college right now in an election year. Gag me. Just bleh. Oh, did you all hear, by the way? Speaking of election year, did you all hear about what's going on at the DNC? Yeah, right. I never catch them in time. Although I know her birthday cake donuts, I think, are available right now. You got to keep the alerts on her page because she announces it on her stories. Not on her stories, on her community tab on our YouTube channel. They've taken the meaning of truly supporting a business too far. They throw labels. Right. Like, if I want to support a business, I want to support a good business. I don't care about anything else. Just give me a good business. I'll figure the rest out on my own. That's all I need. Give me good food. Give me good service. Show me that this business is worth supporting. That's all I need. I watched the DNC. It was boring. Yeah, I know already. To begin with, it wasn't really that great. People tried so hard to lie about Trump. One, the DNC is casting, there's a Trump Tower in Chicago. They have a projector casting Project 2025 headquarters on Trump Tower. Despite the fact that Trump has numerous times said he doesn't support or even like Project 2025. Not only that, but the guy that ran Project 2025 stepped down from the Heritage Fund. Okay? But no, that's not even what I was talking about. They have a medical truck in front of the DNC. Okay? That's giving out free abortions. They're giving out abortion pills and free vasectomies. On the first day, they did 14 free abortions. I thought it was that we don't celebrate them We just think they need to be had. Now suddenly it is a party favor. They're treating it like a party favor. Like a door prize. You could come in to the DNC, no money, no ID, no previous anything. They don't gotta know your age. They don't gotta know nothing. They'll give you free birth control, free condoms. They'll give you all sorts of free stuff, including free abortions and free vasectomies. Because nothing seems safer than a truck where you go and get your nuts chopped. Not only that, they have a giant 18-foot tall IUD. If you don't know what an IUD is, it's an intrauterine device, i.e. it is a form of birth control. And they called her Frida Womb. And I wouldn't mind if they at least put some personality in it, but it's literally just a giant inflatable IUD. I want you to imagine how cringe it is. It's giving dancing syringes. That's what it's giving. It's giving dancing syringes. It's the most cringe, disgusting, pathetic display I've seen. Literally. It is so pathetic. What they're saying is their entire identity is being a degenerate whore. Their entire identity is get an IUD so you can fuck a lot of people. Get a vasectomy so you can fuck a lot of people. And if you fuck too many people and you didn't get any birth control, come here and we'll kill your kid. That's the only message I'm getting from the DNC. And on top of that, did you all hear how all the businesses... Oh, and a free hot dog with your vasectomy. Oh boy. Nothing says free medical care like a $2 hot dog from the back of a medical truck. What, did they use the old balls that they ripped out to make the hot dogs? For fuck's sake. Free fries and donuts. We're getting closer to the assisted date. Exactly. It's fucking ridiculous. Imagine that being your entire identity as a political movement. It's just being a degenerate. It's that all the businesses in Chicago had to board up their windows. They had to board up their windows and shut down for fear of the protesting. And now there's all of these pro-Palestine protesters trying to storm the gates, and I think it is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Go blow up Frida. Go pop that damn balloon, bitch. Do it. It's absolutely the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely ridiculous. And they're acting like they really did something there. Oh yeah, you proved us right. That's what you did. I wonder if I can do this. Well, that didn't work the way I wanted it. Oh well. It's just too much. That's what it is. It is really too much. These flies are killing me. Oh, it's almost over. They're about to go back to their hellhole and die. I have to remind myself that. Camel toe doesn't have any. Yeah. Kami Mala. I do like that nickname. Some of the ones they've been coming up with were a little too forced. Like, come on, guys. We can do better than that. But Kami Mala, yeah, that one. She literally said she was going to steal patents from people. Snatch them right out. Like, does that sound like freedom? You guys are all worried about Trump being a dictator. She's literally talking about taking people's patents. Like, as the kids say, be so for real. Be so for real. You're cool with that? You're cool with the government stealing inventions? Why? What reason? Why are you cool with that? Oh, because it's your candidate doing it? Cool. Cool. As long as I'm hearing you right. Yeah. Long as I'm hearing you guys right. Not you guys, but you know what I mean. My favorite DEI hire. Oh, they hate that. Oh, they hate that. But how many people are saying they don't even realize it? On the way to the doctors today, they didn't realize she was still in the ticket. A lot of people said, we didn't even realize she was the vice president. I was like, damn, how shitty of a vice president do you got to be that no one even remembered that you were it? But that's not all. On the way to the doctor, I had to pass by the rich area and the hospital. And there was a lot of Biden supporters. And I noticed they all had signs that said Harris, but these signs were remarkably thin. That's because they had taken the Biden-Harris signs that they had and folded them over to just say Harris. And I don't know why, but that was hilarious to me. I don't know why that was so funny to me, but God almighty it was. I saw that and I was like, wow. Guess they don't want anyone to be rich except for those that they vote for, right? I'm black and they can't be racist, right? True dat, Natanya. True dat. I'm about to make a mistake and I don't care. I'm gonna at least lay some flats down. Because I'm getting ready to go potty and wash some dogs. Yeah, I saw that coming, but it's okay. I can fix it later. It's just a bit brown. Can bleed into there. Unky Don. His brow's getting a little... There you go. I can get the rest of it later. Kamala is strangely forgettable because she is forgettable. She's not good at her job. Biden's speech was long last night. Biden, I heard just snippets of it. He could not keep up with his own words. He had gotten so much worse. I was shocked he was still alive. And I'm shocked. Like, again, the funniest thing that people are stating that I don't think Kamala's realized how big she screwed up. And she keeps saying, when I get in office, when I get in office. Everyone's looking at her going, you're in office right now. All these things you're promising us, you could do right now. Like, right now, you could do for us. Why aren't you doing them? And she's just starting to cackle instead and go, and we're like, nah, bitch, we're asking you a question. Why can't you do them right now? And she isn't. She's making all these promises. Ma'am, I don't know if you realize this. You're the one in power right now. You're already there. And the president you're working with is agreeing with everything you're saying. So if it's so important and you want these changes, why aren't you doing them right now, Kamala? Why aren't you doing them? What's the matter? What's the matter? It's not that difficult. Ma'am. You could do it. You're choosing not to. And that's fine. That's your choice. You don't have to actually keep up your promises. We knew you weren't going to. The stimulants aren't working on Biden anymore, right? Oh my God. He was so that snippet I heard where I think he couldn't even God, what word was he trying to say? It was rough. It was tough to listen to him. He couldn't get one word out. Vice President for 4 years hasn't done a damn thing. Oh no, she did. She did one thing really, really well. She opened the border. Right. Kamala is so mother. I don't know what that means, but I do know it's supposed to be positive, so shut up, Black Cats. She always likes to taunt us. Well, we got a lot of flats in today, guys. We kind of recovered the damage done. I'm going to do another layer of the white the next time I paint. She can hear me winding down. I don't know if you can hear that meowing. That's Nova. Because she thinks I'm in here eating food that she can't get to. That's what she's in here worried about. She wants to get to the food she thinks is in here. When I get an office, I must shine some domes. Right? She's like, whose head do I have to suck? No. Like, seriously. Ridiculous. But all right, guys. Well, I need to go use the ladies' room, and it is already almost 3 o'clock. So I'm going to cut out a little early. Because I got to pick up a cat crate that dropped and gave us all a nice little heart attack. Yes, because yes. Bite me. Either way, guys, thank you for letting me bitch. Thank you for helping me out. Keep me in your prayers about the kittens. I got to figure out how I'm going to get all these medical bills done. But I got to get them done. Because I cannot and will not. I've never had an accidental pregnancy under my roof. And I am not about to have one now. So I got to figure out something. I got to see if maybe I can get a loan to the bank or something. But I got to get this done. Because Mom ain't know nothing about birthing no babies. I can't even make my own, let alone let kittens happen. That'll be the fucking day. But, all right, guys. Well, I love you all. I'm going to try to get, after this is all said and done with my little weekly routine with the dogs, I am going to try and get a couple of videos edited. Ha, gotcha, bitch. Been bothering me the whole day. Remember to keep yourself safe. Remember to not get in fights you don't need to, because that's happening a lot lately. Remember to tell people that are important to you that you love them and to be safe. So, guys, I love you all. Be safe. Thank you all for joining me. Sorry I didn't stream last week, but just abort the cat babies at the DNC. Stop it. Damn. And on that absolutely dark comedy note, have a great